So this is your intellect. Don't mind, intellect vanodzidzisa vari pese. So today guys, for my online students, ndangozoti ndiri kandire mese mubenefit, but this video was for my online students vandodzidzisa zvangu history ordinary level. So as we are starting the year, we are also progressing kuti tiite what we call the First World War. So before I venture into what we call the First World War, you need to know what is the structure of the International Affairs paper. The International Affairs paper will do what we call the First World War. After we have practiced the First World War, we are going to do Versailles Treaty. After that, we go to the topic League of Nations. After League of Nations, we are going to do the rise of Hitler, Mussolini. These are the topics which are going to venture. So first and foremost, what was the First World War? The First World War, before we ignite into its introduction, we are going to say the First World War, it was a war which was fought from 1914 to 1918. But the First World War, it was a disastrous war which disturbed the peace of Europe and the whole world. It was a total war. The colonized people of Africa, the colonized people of Asia, and the Caribbean islands, they took part of the war. So many people will answer why it is called the First World War. It is called the First World War because the African countries and other colonies, they fought the war indirectly. Nation and recruit. The reason if First World War ihondo yakarwa pasi rese, but the reason why it is the First World War, kuno ku Africa kwaitorwa ma raw materials. In Africa they extract raw materials. They extract vana niku, vana chrome, vana, and some of these materials they were used to manufacture ammunition. So tikuti ukatora iwewe material inogadzirisa bara kuno kwa Africa yoenda nayo ku Europe inogadzira bara rouraya munhu kuhondo, ndokutorwa hondo kwacho. That's why they call it the First World War. So after that, we have to know, before we venture ourselves into the major lesson, we have to know what were the major powers that were involved in the war. The major powers that were involved in the war, we have got Britain. It was the most powerful nation and it was jealous of Germany. And number two, we have Germany. Germany was aggressive and he was jealous of Britain again. Then we have France. He was weak and passive. He had been defeated by Germany in the Franco-Prussian War, and she lost Alsace and Lorraine, and she was interested within the colonies of Africa. Yaida ma colonies eko Africa, that is France. Ndo paiva ne major element yayo. Then tapedza ipapo, we have what we call Austria-Hungary. These were two nations that were combined together. It was made up of smaller states, the Hungarians, the Czechs, the Serbs, and whatsoever. They were accumulative of many states that were combined together. Then Italy, it was a young nation, and she wanted the colonies in Africa again. Then in Turkey, it is called the sick man of Europe. Why? She was even defeated by many countries. Then we have Japan, was aggressive, and the Balkans. These were the Balkan states, and most of the European countries, they wanted to involve in themselves within the Balkans. So we have what we call Serbia, we have what we call Bosnia-Herzegovina, we have Bulgaria, Greece, and Romania. And United States of America is part of the major powers, was involved in the war in 1917. She only joined the war via Pedzama Sports. So ayondoma countries akapinda pahondo. The reason why we say she, a country is referred to as a mother, so that's why it is called she. That's it. So this was the introduction of what was the First World War and the major powers involved in the First World War. In my next lesson, I'm going to teach you the causes of the First World War and some of the elements of the First World War. For more information, you follow the intellect.